Hello everyone. Now, this is the third example of the book. This is the third example that we are doing from the book. Now, this example is about input failures. Now, what is an input failure? Well, it's when the user enters a data value that doesn't actually correlate with what the program needs, and it enters what is called a fail state. Now, what is the fail state? Now, the fail state is once an input stream enters a fail state, all further input and output statements using that stream are ignored. And unfortunately, the program often continues to execute with whatever values were stored in, and usually always produces incorrect results. Now, let's say that I am a friend of yours, and you want me to check out your program. Now, let's say I didn't quite understand what it said here, or maybe it might just be a typo. Now it says enter name, age, weight, and height. Now I might put John, age, I'm gonna put 32, and let's say I accidentally type in 1 or 250i, and then I write down I have a height of 140 inches or 140 centimeters. Now you see here it actually kind of broke right here. See, because once it saw this value, the value of I, the program didn't know what to do, so it just ignored everything else. But it did manage to save the weight. So let's say I enter and write in. Let's say I just put Q 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? Okay, that was not a good example. Okay, I'll put in John once again. Now let's say as John, I just make the computer make an input failure really early on, like right here. Maybe I'm like your little cousin or something. So I put my age is 12, my weight is around 80, and I'm 100 inches. Now you can see it just ignores everything after an input failure. It doesn't recover from that. So yeah. So it doesn't recover from the input failure. So it just continues to do it without telling the user that they made an error. So they might be confused until they look at what they put into the program. So as you can see, that's what happens when an input failure takes place and the computer enters a failstate. Now, this is a very important concept to keep in mind throughout your C++ programming experience, because if the user makes a mistake, you'll have to fix that bug, and if there is no bug, you can always look back to this. Maybe they put in something wrong, maybe they made a typo, like I said, but that is an input failure. So I hope you understood this concept very well. And I think that's enough for this video. Bye.